Welcome back to Colorado Family Travels. We are at the Highlands Ranch AMC 24 here for a special screening. Jasmine, what are we here for tonight?
We're going to see Dear Evan Hansen.
And what is Dear Evan Hansen?
Dear Evan Hansen was a Broadway musical that they have now turned into a movie. It is about this kid who is dealing with anxiety, and his therapist recommended him write letters to himself. But then this guy named Connor steals this letter from him, and then Connor ends up taking his own life for surrounding conditions, and then his family finds that letter and thinks that he wrote it to him. So then they go on this whole story of how he is now brought into their lives. So I'm really excited to go see this.
So Jasmine gave you the whole movie, spoiler alert, love it. Famous Broadway play. So again, it's a AMC private screening. We're being part of their membership group. So Jasmine really wanted to see this, and randomly we got the offer to come see it. So I was the designated parent. So Jasmine and I are ready to go. She's got a box of tissues with her. We'll go in our first movie back. Well, my first movie back. You guys just saw Shang-Chi this weekend. So my first time back, we'll go see what's different, what's the same. Ready to see Dear Evan Hansen, and excited to be back at the movies.
Yes.
All right, so I know this is about Dear Evan Hansen, but I was amazed by this. So I walked up to fill up my soda, and I see this touchless thing where it says, follow this app on your phone. So went ahead and did a screen record of my phone as I'm doing this. It pulls up the menu of all the different sodas. You choose what you want, and then you see that little pour button at the bottom, and all of a sudden the machine starts pouring the soda into your cup. This was an amazing thing. I was pretty sad that I was so impressed by this cool feature. I love the touchless. So here's the screenshot. Now here's the actual machine responding to my screenshot. Well, that is pretty cool. Touchless pour from my mobile device. Tapping off is a little tough. That is really cool. New contact-free pouring. That was pretty sweet. We are done watching Dear Evan Hansen. I still got a little redness in my eyes because I cried. I don't know what I was expecting. Jasmine, you were the one who wanted to see this. What did you think?
I am amazed by how they were able to turn this into a movie, and even with the musical and with the movie, I still get chills from watching it, and I was singing along to every song. I absolutely I loved it.
It was really good for a film adaptation of a musical. I thought they did really good. It wasn't a song, jump cut, where some musicals have been. I thought they did a lot of good job with dialogue in between. Made it more interesting to me, I guess. I do want to see it on Broadway now.
Yes.
It was really good. You know, don't want to give spoilers. Definitely highly recommended. Heavy message, a very heavy message.
Yes.
You know, from a 8th grader's perspective. What did you think of the message?
I thought that it really would help people, because I know in my school district a lot of the people in high school could really use the video, and even people in middle school, to just hear the message that they had to put out there was a huge thing.
From a parent's perspective, it was really eye-opening on some of the storylines. And one of the concepts was wearing a mask, being able to hide your pain and hide, you know, the things that are going wrong. And it made me worry a little bit on how many kids do that. and how many kids do
Yes.
need to hear the message that this movie is putting out there. Whatever angle it is. I mean, there's storylines that you see coming. You know that there's a twist coming or a turn coming, and it's kind of predictable. But it made it real. You know, I don't feel like it ended with that storybook ending where everyone's happy and everyone goes, live happily ever after. It was a real ending, and there was definitely a reality there. So, really good movie. I think we when do we think it comes out?
The 24th of September.
So we think it comes out next week on the 24th.
Yes.
Highly recommended. I mean, we brought our tissues. We cried.
Yes.
This movie has a lot of messages that could be good for everybody. So it's definitely one that you walk out and you can kind of learn from.
Yeah.
Theatrical wise, enjoyed it. It was a good movie. And not much else to say about that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the review of Dear Evan Hansen, and I guess my first experience back into a movie theater. It was a full theater, so that was a little weird. We were sitting right next to people, so it was a full theater. I don't, I've been out, I've gone to concerts, I've done things, but close quarters for 2 hours.
Yeah, and for the other movies that I have gone and seen during COVID times, there has been a bit more spacing. So for me, it was a little weird with this being kind of like a preview that there was almost a full theater versus like when it's been out in theaters, it hasn't been that crowded, at least for when I've gone.
Yeah, and we got this because we were AMC members, and it was one of those emails, register for tickets, so it was a free show. So yeah, that's why the theater was probably full. Who knows if it'll be full opening weekend, but that was it. One thing, the soda machine was a different experience for me with the touchless. That was really cool. So I hope that brings a different experience, but I think we'll go ahead and end with that. And again, Jasmine, you recommend going and seeing this movie?
Yes, definitely, especially for, I definitely recommend coming and seeing this movie.
So, 8th grader, dad, recommend seeing this movie. But we'll go ahead and close with that. And like we always say at the end of every video,
and now for us,
it's back to the rat race. Have a great day, everybody.